Hello, love. So, this is part two of acknowledging mental health issues, aka relationships and the X factor. So, we're going to dive in this video. We're going to talk about post traumatic stress disorder. We're going to talk about my recent relationship, situationship, friendship, ship, the ship that cause the post-traumatic stress disorder, that also cause the love obsession disorder, and we're going to also talk about the X Factor that was recent this year. It's been 8 months, but it's still fresh. It's a still fresh wound. So let's get into it. So in 2022, which was the actually last time I saw you guys, I was still on my celibacy journey, and giving you guys feedback of characteristics. Basically, when I talk to you guys, I'm talking to myself as well because those are characteristics that I want to see in myself. Fast forward, 2023, I met someone. I had basically sent a message out to for this person before I ever met them. I met them, I knew of them, or I knew of the existence of them in 2019, 2020. I didn't know them. I heard their name, and that was about it. That was about it. Um, I met them face to face in 2022, actually, right before I talked to you guys in August of 2022, or 2021, actually 2021. Of 2021, I met them face to face. They was doing a demo, and their hands was just magical. They was had just had a child, was working things out with their child's mother. So, and later on that year, I got into my first car accident, and I looked for them, but they had already moved on. So, 2023, we finally meet. I'm at my favorite bar with cross sections, and and here is there's you know I'm 40, 70, 47 going on 48, or yeah, 47 going on 48 because I'm 48 now, going on 49. I'm close to my birthday. Their birthday is right around the corner, and at 48 years old, I have never had a man make love to me. At 48 years old, because of the childhood traumas and early being a child bride and etc., and all these relationships, I had never had anyone who actually gave a rat's butt. Not even the ex fiance. I could not. There, the ex fiance was always too busy. Could never text back. This is now. Someone came into my life. Apologize for all the men that has ever hurt me. Has also because of how he talks. Roughly, he brings up these daddy issues of inside of me, and but he is available. Okay, not available, but he's available, meaning that he's calling me daily on his way to work, on the drive to work, an hour and a half away, calling me up to the door, calling me on his lunch break, texting me if I'm going to go somewhere, or and I was because I have been so independent, strong for so long, I could not deal with that. Like me going out, and him knowing I go out, and him calling me while I'm out, or he calling me when I'm dressed and I'm about to hit the door, and that was just overwhelming to me, and it felt like it was love bombing to me, and a lot of things that he offered me or was trying to offer me, I was no to me. Well, I was like straight no, and the first time, the night that we met, he asked me to just trust him. After he apologized, he asked me just to trust him and just let him He's like, he was glad that I didn't off myself, and that, of all the things that I had told him that night that I had went through. He was glad I didn't off myself, that I was still there, that I was still flourishing. But he asked me to trust him, to let him lead. So, and this is a person that is not doesn't need anything else from me. They don't need my money. They don't need my cars. I don't have a car anymore. They don't need me to give them money. And I'm always showing up that way for my relationships in the past. I'm always like the breadwinner. So all he's asking for me to do is listen and to trust him, which because I don't know how to function. And basically, everything that I've stated on this channel was basically I was put up to the test to actually um, to actually live in that truth. And when I was put up to the test, I failed that at all. It also gave me a glimpse into what how it would feel on the opposite side of a man providing for me if I allowed them to provide for me. Again, something foreign to me. So that was how what happened with that relationship, and because of me, it was more so me feeling I failed myself, and the daddy issues and stuff like that. I developed the PTSD with that relationship, and it ended. We had broken up so many times, and it just recently, I guess, officially ended. But because I don't feel, I still want to like do, because we had started making plans or making ideas. It was started kicking around ideas to do things this year. When I moved from my old apartment to my new apartment, we started kicking around ideas, and so I feel unsatisfied and incomplete. Like I thought we was on a new wavelength, and um, I would thought we was getting closer to a more official stage, and I was the rug just got pulled underneath me. So the obsession started, the love obsession started, and because I felt, and this is a black man that I have, and I never dated a black man in 20 something years, and so because I felt like I failed myself and I could not pass my own tests, that basically I got very cold when things start ended, and I just at this point in time I feel nothing. I can honestly tell you I feel nothing inside of me. I feel nothing. I work, I operate, I have moments of happiness. I also have moments of sadness, but in on the ultram of all that, I feel nothing. Like my main, or the person that my government name is basically knocked out, like chloroformed and dead. Like she's officially dead. My heart is officially dead. So in the process of, now we're getting into the X factor. In the process of me being with my person, with this person, um, that is showing up what my own words looks like in flesh, and also like caring for me and caring for I was hospitalized. They thought they had me, and he made sure that he checked in, and he was out of town. Make sure he checked in, da 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 da. Again, something the X Factor would never do. So during the time that I'm planning for a new window and trying to um, not I'm not trying to arrange myself, but I'm preparing my new apartment. I am, accepting or reconnecting with certain things in my life, because I looked at the stage and like signs on the wall, the paintings on the wall, and during that time, the X Factor reaches out to me. I'm like, I'm good. I'm okay. The X Factor is like, and I'm telling him all these great things, like, I don't. I'm good. I don't need you anymore. So this is after 10 years, right? And I'm not even being nice with him. I'm like being very argumentative with him. And during the argument, he tells me, well, hey, if you want to talk, like, here's my address and here's my phone number. Now this is 10 years has gone down, 10 plus years have gone by, and I'm sorry, this one is going to be a little bit longer. So this 10 plus years has gone by, and I've never gotten an address. I've never gotten a telephone number. I think I had a phone number one time, and it just died. There was never a connection of checking in with me every morning, or if they go out of town, checking in to see if I'm okay or anything like that. We're always the X Factor is always so busy that they can't do these things. So why are you here? That was really the question. So there was a situation with me and my person, and I should have known better than to, like, escape backwards. So it was a situation with me and my person that I was dating at the time, and I just, like, fuck, forget it. I'm gonna go out of town. I'm gonna leave the area because this. I'm gonna leave the area. I'm gonna leave Colleen for a moment, and I hit up the X Factor. I don't want to get into much in the X about the X Factor, but nothing happened. Okay, after 10 plus years, nothing happened. He was very standoffish, was covering himself, and when I left, I felt relieved. Like, the only time he talked to me, because he thought like I had tried to set up where I needed to stay at his place, which is really odd. Like, I can't stay at your place for a couple hours when I took you in, when I only knew you 3 weeks into knowing you. I took you in and took you in and brought you around my children. So when I left, I really felt it was nothing there. Um, Shortly after, me and my person broke up, and I did try to reconnect with the X Factor afterwards, but the attitude that he has right now is like he's God. And I don't know how he got that attitude, but that's where he's at right now. So that is where we are with the X Factor. So um, a lot of my life has been wasted, waiting for him, keeping the light on, and etc. And he right now, I wouldn't pee on. Sorry, YouTube. I would not. I would not hike up my legs if I was a puppy and he was a fire hydrant. And because I know I have seen what a man is like, even though I currently don't have feelings for anything or anybody right now, not even myself, because I am in my emotional anorexic format right now where I can't feel anything. And it's a shell, it might be something that I'm using as a coping mechanism to hide the vulnerability and again, not really process everything, but I still feel very much that things were left unfinished, undone, um, and etc. in my previous relationship. Will it will it ever come to a term where we'll sit down like rational people and talk? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. One of the things when the breakup happened, he stated that we could have been great together, and that's what I'm holding on to. That possible greatness. Even there are other things that I'm not. Reaching out after told me not to reach out. But when I reach out, he gives me there's little hopes, specks of hopes still in the communication. And since there's specks of hope in the communication, I'm still hold on to that little bit of hope, if that makes sense. So I that is all as far as PTSD, sex addiction, anorexia, and love obsession. Love yourself. I need to listen to myself. Forgive yourself. I need to forgive myself. Forgive others. Be kind to yourself. Be true to yourself. And always make the most of your day. What is your day one? Keep it classy. Keep it sexy. And always, always keep it kinky. I'm about to do my first party, which was one of the ideas. I'm doing it all by myself. And one of the things that he wanted to do, I'm thinking about doing here now. Not now, but like here in Texas. So cross fingers, that I make it another day.